Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Hot Trades. How's it going? Happy Friday, March the 26th. I hope you guys had an okay week. I know this week wasn't really the greatest for the market, but I hope you guys did okay. So let's get right into it. This morning, I'll be taking a look at Elite Education Group, WAFU Education Group, 180 Life Sciences, and NextDecade. Just a quick note for the people that are joining us for the first time. The purpose of this channel is for me to quickly scan the market every morning before the open for top performing stocks and try to find out why these stocks are performing really well in pre-markets. I'll also be taking a look at the charts for all these stocks to see if they can give us any clues as to what directions these stocks might continue in and if we can still benefit from these moves in any way. So let's start off with Elite Education Group, ticker symbol EEIQ. These guys are up about 387% this morning with not the greatest volume, right? So we want to see volume, especially when a stock is up 387%. We want to see the volume in the millions just to show the interest, but 488,000 shares will have to do this morning. So these guys IPO'd yesterday around the $4 level, and then after the close they announced a public offering at $8. So obviously when a company announces a public offering above where the stock is trading, the stock is automatically gonna move right to where the offering was announced. So they announced a public offering 100% higher than where the stock was trading. So obviously the stock is going to move higher. So that's why the stock is performing well this morning. It's also dragging a few other Asian education companies. So as you can notice on the list, we have WAFU Education Group. So the news from Elite Education is dragging up WAFU Education Group just because it's really good news. There are a few more on the list. So we have Four Seasons Education. We have what else? China Liberal Education. All these stocks, all these other companies, all these other Asian I can't talk this morning, it's Friday, guys, I'm tired. So all these other Asian education companies are performing really well because of the public offering. So that's why the stock is performing really well. Let's read a little bit more into this article just to give us a little bit more. So China-based education stocks sharply higher Friday morning could be related to interest in Chinese education IPO from Thursday. So Elite IPO'd yesterday. On Thursday, Elite Education, WAFU, FEDU, REDU. So these names are all quite funny. HLG, TEDU, BEDU, RYB, COE, TALEDU, AACG. I know we covered AACG in a previous video and it ran up to 1,000%. So that was really exciting. LAIX, METX, CLEU, STG, ABMO, GSX, FHS. So these companies are all performing really well to the Elite education news. So again, let me read a little bit more into the offering article just to give you guys a little bit more insight into what the company did. So Elite Education Group International Limited announces public pricing of $6 million from commitment initial public offering. So reading a little bit more into this article, Elite Education International Group, a provider of comprehensive one-step education solutions for Chinese university students interested in study abroad programs in the US and other countries, today announced the pricing of its firm commitment initial public offering of 750 million units at a public offering price of $8 per unit for total gross proceeds of $6 million. So each unit will immediately separate into one common share, one Series A warrant, and one Series B warrant. The Series A warrant permit the holder for purchase one common share at an exercise price of $5 and expire after 5 years. The Series B warrant permit the holder to purchase one common share at an exercise price of $10 and expire after 5 years and contain an exchange feature that will blah blah blah. So there's a lot more to this article. It goes really into depth into what the company did. But yeah, so the pricing and the offering at $8 per share. So the stock is performing really well this morning just because it was trading at $4 yesterday and the market market is telling you that, okay, like investors are interested in buying this stock that's trading at $4. Investors are interested in buying it for $8. So the stock is obviously going to move higher. And again, it's dragging other symbols. So we wanted to cover WAFU education. So it's moving for the same reason. So WAFU, ticker symbol WAFU. They're up 93% this morning with 1.73 million shares trading this morning. Again, I'm going to take a look at the chart for this one later in the video, and they're moving to the same news as EEIQ, so there's no need to dig any further into this one. So moving on to the third one on our list, which is 180 Life Sciences, ticker symbol ATNF. These guys are up about 37% this morning with 2 million shares traded this morning. So let's find out why 180 Life Sciences is performing well this morning. So 180 Life Sciences Corp in hot pursuit of new anti-inflammatory blockbusters. So reading into this article, 180 Life Sciences Corp today announces its placement in an editorial published by New York Newswire, one of 50 plus trusted brands within the investor brand network, a multifaceted financial news and publishing company for private and public entities. Let's see what the news actually means. So inflammation has been directly linked to a wide variety of physical and mental health maladies. Inflammation is also a symptom of infectious diseases implicated in non-infectious diseases, and new findings show a causal relationship with post-surgical trauma inflammation. Discuss blah blah blah. So there's a lot into this article. Let me just go and read where the summary is. World-renowned scientists that now lead 180 scientists pioneered the research and development of one of the first anti-inflammatory therapeutics to ever reach market. And today, these drugs generate multiple billions of dollars in annual sales, critical to creation of some of the most important and profitable drugs ever on the market. The 180 team is in hot pursuit of new anti-inflammatory blockbusters with active programs in both preclinical and clinical studies. So that's why the stock is performing really well this morning, because inflammation seems to be a big deal, and these guys are well ahead, looking for a blah blah blah, looking for whatever they're looking for, right? So let's move on to the next one on our list, which is NextDecade, ticker symbol Next. These guys are up about 24% this morning with 4.30 million shares traded this morning. So let's find out why these guys are performing well this morning. So NextDecade, Oxy Low Carbon Ventures signs term sheet for CO2 transportation and storage in South Texas. So the NextDecade signed an agreement with Oxy. So Oxy Low Carbon Ventures to transport and store CO2. So let's read a little bit more into this article and see if it gives us a little more insight. So NextDecade Corporation, a clean energy company accelerating the path to a net zero future, and Oxy Low Carbon Ventures, a subsidiary of Occidental. So this ticker symbol Oxy. Oxy is one that I follow quite closely as well. They're a really good company when it comes to clean energy, oil, and all that type of stuff. So I follow them quite closely. So that's what they're working with. And a global leader in carbon dioxide management today announced that they have executed a short-term sheet for the offtake and permanent geologic storage of CO2 captured from NextDecade's planned Rio Grande LNG project in the port of Brownsville, Texas. Earlier this month, NextDecade announced the formation of Next Carbon Solutions, a wholly owned subsidiary that is expected to, among other things, develop one of the largest carbon capture and storage projects in North America at the Rio Grande. Next Carbon Solutions CCS project at Rio Grande is expected to enable the capture and permanent geologic storage of more than 5 million tons of CO2 per year. Under the terms of the agreement, OLCV will offtake and transport CO2 from the Rio Grande LNG project and permanently sequester it in an underground geologic formation in the Rio Grande Valley, where there is vast CO2 storage capacity, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot more again into this article. Let me read what the summary from the CEOs. Let's see what he said. We are pleased to be working with OLCV to design, construct, and operate a CO2 pipeline and permanent storage facility in South Texas, said Matt Schwartzman, NextDecade's chairman and CEO. So let's take a look at the chart for all these stocks just to see if they can give us any clues, if we can still benefit from these moves in any way. So obviously we're not starting off with EEIQ. Obviously we're not going to have a lot into this, right? Just because the IPO'd yesterday, there's basically one candle. There's nothing we can do for this in terms of technical analysis. We can just, this one is a pure momentum play, right? So this one, if traders are in this one just because of pure momentum, just because it's hot right now. So this is one that you're gonna have to gauge for yourself and just see if there's still momentum with the stock. Try not to buy in right at the open, just because when the stock is up 348% or whatever it's at right now, people are going to be looking to take profits. So please be careful. Do not rush in right at the open, otherwise you might end up holding a bag. So that's all I have to say for EEIQ. So let's move on to WAFU. These guys are opening up right above resistance right here, right? So as you can tell, we've tested this level right here at $9.50. We've tested this level quite a few times now, right? So we tested here and failed, tested here and failed, tested here and failed. So right this morning we're looking to open up right above it. So that's a really good sign that we're looking to open up above resistance. So this is the level I'm going to be paying attention to, right? So if we can stay above this level, that's a really good sign, and continue higher. If we break below this level, the next level of support that I'll be looking at, just pay attention to every dollar, right? So pay attention to $8, and then if that breaks, pay attention to $7. But here we really have support right here at $7.36, and if that breaks, watch out for $6. So these are the levels that I'll be paying attention to. Again, this is a really good sign that this stock is opening up right above this resistance that it struggled with quite a few times now, right here, $9.50. So pay attention to, on the upside again, pay attention to every dollar. $10 is obviously a psychological resistance level, and that's the next level to pay attention to on the upside. So watch $10. If we can stay above this $9.50 level and get above $10, that would be a really good sign. So moving on to ATNF, these guys are opening up above resistance as well. We've failed at this level right here. We failed here, failed here, failed here, and failed here as well. And then the 52-week high, which is at $7.67. This is the 52-week high. We're well above it this morning, so that's a really good sign as well for this one. So we're looking to open up around the $9.30 level, well above its all-time highs. Its 52-week high of $7.67. So that's a really good sign for this one. So just pay attention to this level right here at $7.67. If we can stay above this, it's a really good sign as well. So pay attention to for this one as well. We're looking to open up above $9. So the next psychological resistance level would be 10. So pay attention to that on this one. Watch every dollar on this one as well. And then lastly, we have Next. Again, the ticker symbol is Next, NEXXT. These guys are looking to open up right in between support and resistance. So we're looking to open up 20% this morning. So it's dropped off a little bit. Looking to open up 20% this morning at $2.35. So just below resistance right here, which is at $2.36. So we're looking to open up just below this level, and if this level doesn't hold, the next level to pay attention to would be $2.09 and then $2. So again, $2 would be a psychological level, so pay attention to that. And then on the upside, obviously we have $2.36. If we can get above this resistance right here, that would be a really good sign. And if that breaks and goes higher, watch out for $2.57. And if that breaks, then watch out for $3, right? So those are the levels I'll be paying attention to for Next. And that's it for this video, guys. Again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys in the next video.